So my weekends are very different now than they were 6 months ago because I have a 6-month-old daughter. So now my weekends are taking the baby on walks and playing with her on her little toy mat and doing and changing diapers, so all sorts of baby stuff. When I'm able to kind of sneak away for a minute, I spend a lot of time in the rock climbing gym, and I love watching sports. So this weekend I will be spending every minute watching baseball playoffs.
Spend time with my kids. So that's a big part of my weekend is spending time with my kids. My son plays baseball on the weekend, so every Sunday we're at his games.
Best part of my weekend is just spending time with my family. Have dinner with my parents and hanging out with my family because my wife coaches the varsity girls, so she's busy a lot, and my son and daughter are busy, so anytime I can spend with family is great. Sundays we do volleyball in the morning and then volleyball in the evening, so that's fun too.
I really liked anatomy physiology and wanted to learn more about the human body, and so when I was in high school I just really was interested in bio, and so that's what made me kind of go into it in college.
My college school self. So in high school, I would say I was kind of like this little class clown type, probably. I was very, very small and had a very high-pitched voice and was just this squeaky little kid who ran around and made jokes. In college, I was like a super, super, super involved kid. I was in like 100 different organizations and clubs and music groups and things like that. So I was just like busy every second of the day.
I love sports. I wanted to play sports professionally. It didn't quite work out. So played basketball in college and played basketball in high school and loved basketball, and then ended up learning about volleyball and being a coach. I've been coaching since I was a little kid. I was 15 years old when I started coaching, and now I'm still coaching now, so it's a calling for me. I love coaching and playing and competing.
My favorite thing in class really is just when like joking around with the students. I love, like right now we're doing Romeo and Juliet, and I love having kids act out the play and being just as silly as we can possibly be. I love like the little games we'll sometimes play at the beginning of class where I can just see kids' goofy side. I really like to have fun, and I really love when there's just like laughter and silliness every day.
The kids, and so I love students. I love getting to know them and getting them excited about learning science.
Definitely the students. Working with the students and getting to know them all and having them all cycle through four more years, and just basically working with the students. They keep me young and they have great attitudes, and the Sage Creek students are the best. I've taught at a bunch of different schools. Sage Creek has the best students.
I love to talk to each student individually and really get to know what they're interested in, whether it's running or soccer or baseball, and so just getting to know them at the individual level.
The thing I like about English is that English class isn't just about like books and writing. English is a class where you can talk about life, and I love teaching English because I love having like really deep conversations with students, and I love getting to talk about like the meaning of life and to talk about helping kids like express themselves through writing and that kind of thing. So I've always really, really loved English, both because it's really creative and fun, but also it feels like it's just kind of a class about understanding life and not just academics.
I've ran a bunch of volleyball tournaments. I've done a whole bunch here at Sage Creek and at other schools I've worked at. I coached at some other high schools locally as well. But Sage Creek is the best. We're actually ranked #1 in San Diego right now for boys volleyball, which is awesome. So I'm stoked on the upcoming season.
It was kind of awkward returning 6 weeks into the school year. I came in and like the students all kind of knew each other and already had kind of a vibe, and I was the outsider, and it was just very different than the first day of school, where usually as the teacher I feel super comfortable and the kids are kind of nervous. So it took a few days to kind of ease back into it and feel a little more comfortable, but after a few days it felt like I'd been here the whole year.